Yo, what's going on, people? I'm back again with more reactions, yeah? And I'm gonna react to some Pop the Balloon or Find Love UK edition. UK edition, yeah. Because we've seen the American women say crazy stuff, the American guys say stuff. We need to review what's going on in the UK, in London, yeah? Is there any difference? I don't think there is. From what we've already seen before, from what we experience in our own lives in the UK, we know that it's just a different toilet. It's the same old poo. It's the same poo, bruv. Yeah? So, yeah, I would advise all of you people here to follow me on Kick, because the truth of the matter is I'm going to react to some other things here on YouTube, yeah? I'm going to react to some other things, but the Pop the Balloon or Find Love reaction is going to be on Kick exclusively, bruv. Yeah, it's going to be on Kick exclusively, bro. Yeah, because YouTube doesn't treat me right. And I want to grow my Kick audience, platform, whatever you want to call it. And I'm doing all right, to be honest. In 2 days, I have 66 followers in 2 days, bro. 66 followers. My first live stream got 71 views. My second live stream, which I did yesterday, got 249 views, bro. All right? And now we're doing another live stream right now. So we're on the right path, bro. Because YouTube thought, nah, King Richez, we're going to shadow ban you to death. Yeah, we're going to make sure you get to 100k subscribers, but we're not giving you a plaque. Yeah, we're not going to give you your ratings. Big up Daniel for super chatting, yeah? Big up to Daniel. Very, very loyal supporter on this channel, yeah? It does not go unnoticed, my brother. Yeah, big up Omar in the chat as well. Yeah, big up to the real people. The real peoples out here. All right? As I said, in 2 days, I have 66 followers on Kick in 2 days, bruv. Yeah, 2 days for 48 hours. It's even actually less than 48 hours, really. Yeah. And my last video has more than doubled the view count. So this is how we're doing it, bro. So yes, I'm on YouTube right now and we're going to do some reactions, but the actual meat and bones of this live stream is going to be on Kick. So you're going to have to go and watch me on Kick. All right? And that's it. And those reactions are going to be more funny anyway, because I'm going to say more real stuff. You know, on YouTube, you know, they try to police what everyone says. You can't say certain things about certain people, even though those certain people can say whatever they like. Yeah, well, let's go to Kick then. Yeah? Where you can be more candid. Yeah, more candid, more real. All right, and yeah, that's what we're doing, fam. So if you want to follow me on Kick, my name is King Richez on Kick, all one word, right? Or you can stay here with the shadow ban and all the restrictions and all the fake stuff that goes on YouTube. Like, but anyways, let's take a look at this reaction video. So this video here, I'm sure a lot of you you recognize this guy on the screen. His name is Austin Holloman. And he is a guy that has traveled to many countries and he documents his experiences dating women in all different countries and traveling. Some people would call him a passport bro, etc, etc. You know, a lot of people like him. Some people don't like him. I don't really care. I'm just going to react to what I see. And I saw this video and, bruh, to be honest, yeah, he makes a lot of points that I've made many, many times in many videos, bruv. Yeah. I've been talking about a lot of these points from years ago, but a lot of you black guys, you don't want to hear it. You rejecting it. You don't believe in it. You come and say, oh, King Richez, why are you talking down on us black guys, trying to say that we're not desirable and blah, blah, blah. White women love us. Yeah, some, bro, some. And even within that pool of non-black women that do like black guys, there's some turbulence there. But you don't want to hear that. Yeah? And I'm a guy that's probably done more interracial dating than a lot of you guys commenting. So, I mean, it is what it is, man. But, bro, my hair is looking healthy, cuz. My hair is looking healthy, cuz. But anyway, let's get into this reaction. So, basically, Austin Holloman is reacting to this other guy, and he's going to talk about his experience in the Philippines, because a lot of black guys want to talk about the Philippines. Me personally, as a black man, I wouldn't understand why you would specifically want to go to the Philippines or East Asia to find women. Like, in my own knowledge of East Asia and stuff like that, they're not really, they're more inclined to like white people and be attracted to white people and want to be they want to like kind of be a part of white culture. Do you get what I'm saying? On the whole. Now there's always exceptions to everything, but yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I personally, I don't really find East Asian women the most attractive. That's not my preference. I don't really find them all that attractive. Like, I've seen some of them that look good on Corn and stuff like that. You know, I've seen the odd East Asian woman who's thick, you know, and all of that on Corn and that. But, like, in real life, like, I haven't really come across that many East Asian women that I find personally to be very attractive to me personally. Do you get what I'm saying? Now, that's just my personal preference. Whatever you like is whatever you like. And I don't really care what you like, bro, because it's your willy going in that box. It's not my willy going in that box. It's your willy going in there. So like whatever you like. Some of you guys, you like big things. Some of you guys like skinny things. Some of you guys like tall things, short things. I don't really care what you like. I just speak what I know from my experience, innit, cuz? Yeah? That's all I know, innit? Yeah? And so anyway, let's jump into this reaction. And if you haven't followed me on Kick yet, make sure you go and follow me on Kick. Big up Daniel, he's on Kick already. He's saying big up Kick fam, LOL. Big up. Yeah? And soon on Kick, you'll be able to subscribe to my Kick platform. Yeah? Because I think I've already meet one of the criteria. So what I need you lot to do is to follow me on Kick. And then when you see the option to subscribe, which is like $4, I don't know, it's like $5 a month. You know, you lot have all got $5. Subscribe to my Kick. And then I think once I get like 10 subscriptions, then like, boom, like my views, I get paid for the views or something like that. I don't know. I don't really know how Kick works. I'm just learning step by step. Do you get what I'm saying? So I think I'll be able to get like super chats and on Kick and stuff like that. But anyway, with that being said, let's jump into this first part of this live stream. Yeah, let's jump into this. Let's see what Austin's got to say.
Favorite YouTuber Austin Holloman, and we are back again with another reaction that I was highly requested to by the Art of Will to do a review of this guy here in the Philippines, or apparently he's in Thailand now, that titled that he was, I quote, he flew across the world, proposed, and then she blindsided me. And I find this rather interesting based off how the video starts, but it sounds like we have another green card or another marriage scam or another guy that was swindled into believing he had true love, and now he is found out to be otherwise. So without further ado, make sure you like the video, subscribe, let's start watching.
I was misled by a YouTuber. His name was The Black Filipino. Yes, The Black Filipino misled me.
So before I even watch too far, I have a question. How the fuck do you blame somebody that did not, and I don't know, maybe this did happen, maybe correct me if I'm wrong. How do you blame somebody that did not introduce you to this woman for your shortcomings?
Dating in the Philippines has made me not want to trust women at all. I'm putting my life on the line, you know, to save her, for the simple fact because I'm thinking this woman told me, yeah, we have a future together. all of the clothes that she was wearing, because I changed her wardrobe while she was living with me. They were calling her the H&M runway model. When I told her that I would like to get married and showed her the ring, that's where she told me, I have something to tell you.
When did you out here to Thailand?
Thailand it wasn't intentional. I didn't come out here intentionally. I came out here as a result of me having a relationship with a girl in the Philippines, which I didn't know that she had a boyfriend or a husband. So because I wasn't aware of this, and by the time I did find out, and I was really upset that this person was living with me for 4 months, and I never saw any signs of this person speaking with a man.
Man, these guys, man, you going all the way to Thailand and Philippines, and you're a black guy, and bruh, like, I just feel like a lot of these guys, they're going out, they're desperate to find their one true love and that, and bruh, like, one thing I'ma say, if you're a lame, if you are, like, not clued up, you have no experience with women, you don't really, you just don't really know what's going on, don't think just because you go to a third world country, you're just going to land on your feet and everything's going to be all right. No, there's women out there that are just as crafty as women in the Western world. And in fact, they're actually more crafty because they have to be, because they're in, survival mode. Yeah, a lot of these guys go to these countries and they're desperate, they're hungry, they heard all the stuff they heard on YouTube. Oh, these women are more feminine and they're more nicer to the men and blah, blah, blah. Yeah, bro, like that. Now you've gone out there on some simp vibes, bro. And a lot of these guys, they're just flashing money, spending money, buying this, buying that. These women are just taking everything and they're rubbing their head or rubbing their willy. And then now these guys are fully lost in the sauce. And they only got themselves to blame.
Would be very curious to figure out how he did not know and she did not show any signs of having a boyfriend after 4 months of them living together. I mean, I can see if it was long distance relationship, but living together and not knowing this is crazy to believe.
I never saw any signs, no phone calls while we were together of this person texting anybody. And when she did make phone calls, she was speaking with her colleagues and they were on video chats. Okay. So I never ever saw another person in the picture other than these two people. So when I did find out that, after I proposed to her, because we were living together, this girl was great. This girl never asked me for money. All she wanted me to do was just, make her breakfast, lunch, and dinner. When she got off work, she came home to my place, changed her clothes, wore her little panties, her little t-shirt, hugged up on me on the couch, watched TV, had sex, went to sleep. And it was like, rinse, wash, repeat.
Yeah, she played you, bro. Yeah. That's why Austin Holland's laughing, bro, because that's the game. Obviously, she's going to do everything that she knows you're going to want and like, bro, because she's not going to act in a bad way or act with an attitude, or she's going to deny you bedroom action. She's going to do everything to make you feel comfortable, bruv. Yeah, comfortable. And then you're buying her H&M outfits, bro. H&M. Jolting.
So after about 4 months of doing this, I'm like, okay, I can see myself living with this person. How about I get the engagement and maybe do like a 14-month engagement, 16-month engagement. And at least, now we got 2 years under our belt living together. I can approach and say, okay, well, let's get married. But you got the ring on your finger. People can't say you're not legitimate. You not, just some floozy. You got a ring on your finger and somebody saying, yeah, we're going to get married.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And that's when things start going left, when you put the ring on the finger?
No, I didn't get to put the ring on her finger because when I told her that I would like to get married and showed her the ring, that's where she told me, I have something to tell you. I have a boyfriend. And I said, what? A boyfriend?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, a boyfriend. Yeah, so the whole time when you've been buying her H&M outfits, top, t-shirt, shorts, skirt, sandals, yeah. We're just splurging in H&M. That whole time, she's been sucking off her boyfriend. Every time she leaves the house, she goes to her boyfriend's house, sucks him off, makes him feel a little bit better. In fact, all the times you've given her money, she gave money to her real boyfriend, her real man, the real love of her life, bro. Yeah, and he's probably broke as F, bro. He's probably just sitting in shorts and one dirty t-shirt with oil stains on it. Yeah, but she loves that boy, bruv. She loves him. All right? Yeah, she's giving you starfish in the house. You're buying her the stuff. And then every time she goes out, oh, baby, I'm going to see my mommy. Nah, she's not going to go and see her mom. She's going to go and see her boyfriend, yeah? And suck him off and do trampoline on his willy, bro. And that's it. And he don't offer her nothing. He don't even give her chewing gum, bro. That's how it goes, bro. That's how it goes.
And I was perplexed because the first thing I started thinking of is, does he know we're having sex? I mean, I'm saying this jokingly in my...
He knows, bruv. That guy, listen, you got to understand, the people in these impoverished environments, they have a different mentality to us, bruh. Like, the boyfriend knows that she's with you. The boyfriend knows that his girl is sucking you off for financial gain. He knows that because he's reaping the rewards of that as well. A lot of these girls, they'll have boyfriends and the boyfriend will send them out. Yeah, go and make money. And they go and make money the easiest way they can by selling their body to guys like you. Yeah, they'll either sell their body to guys like that are just tricking, that are just using them for the holiday, or guys like you who are suckers for love that will try to make this thing a housewife to your wife and that. That's how it goes. Them man have a different mentality. It's not like us man over here. We can't stomach having a woman and sharing her with another man. We can't stomach that, bro. But that's because we're not in survival mode like them man. Them man are in straight survival mode. It's a different lifestyle, cuz. Different mindset.
My brain, because I'm like, this is not the same anymore. And I'm like, how can you be having him? Does he know? A lot of questions went through my head. And it was really just...
I'm just interested to see if the boyfriend is a local or another foreigner.
It's like, okay, so... who is he? Are you getting rid of him? What is, what's going on? Because it's like, I need to know where, it's a lot of, just a lot of confusion, not understanding how.
Yeah, where. So this is the first mistake right here, maybe why he wasn't able to pick up signs. His reaction to her saying she has a boyfriend, he's literally saying, oh, so what, are you going to get rid of him or what's going on? For me, if I'm about to literally buy, or he did buy a ring, and I'm about to engage and then marry this woman that I flew across the world to marry, why the hell, when I find out that she has another relationship, would I still want to marry her after that?
Yeah, because he's a sucker for love, bro. This guy is a sucker for love. Yeah, he's probably been failing with women. Failing. Back in the States, getting played and treated poorly. And yeah, this girl, she's sucking off her old boyfriend and sucking him off, but she probably treats him nice and he's probably not experienced that before. So yeah, he's whipped. But this is what I'm saying. Like, these kind of, these kind of men are always going to get got. Because he's a sucker for love, bro. Man's asking the girl, so, yeah, are you gonna dump your old boyfriend to be with me? Or what are we doing here? What do you mean, what are we doing here, bro? She's been jumping on your willy and his willy at the same time. Bro, and she's been banging her boyfriend raw. Raw dog, bruh. Skin on skin, bro. The boyfriend's busting nuts up in there, bro. Raw. And then you're going down there eating her out, bro. You're going down on her vag. bro, don't lie. You are doing that. I know you, definitely. You with that bandana on your head. I know you're definitely eating that box, bro. Definitely. The boyfriend's been skeeting. Soldier boy. Superman. Super soaker in that girl, bro. Normal. And then you go down on her and eat it all up. This life is crazy, bruh. So crazy.
She already shows you what kinds of morals she has, that she will eat. Let's say that she does have a boyfriend. I don't know how true it is. Why would you even consider continuing to marry somebody that showed you that they will fuck off on somebody else and think that that's not going to happen to you? So maybe some of the reasons that he didn't pick up some signs is due to him not having, his awareness levels are not good, or maybe it's out of desperation. I don't know. I don't know this guy. These are just assumptions, but let's continue.
Initially, she was working about, I'm going to say like 10 hours a day. And because she was in finance, she was in accounting, I had asked her, listen, I have people in America, they have their own accounting firm. I'm willing to give you your salary for 3 months. You take this salary, which is like $300. So I was giving her like $1,200 for her to quit her job for 4 months, learn these books, learn taxes in America. And basically now you can do taxes for my friends in America doing 4 clients a week, which literally would have given her $600 a week.
Bruh, this guy was really trying to pattern this Filipino woman, bro. He was trying to change her life for real. He bought her a whole new wardrobe. He was going to pay for her not to work and learn a skill that would potentially bring her more money than she's ever made in her life. Bruh, not knowing that she was sucking off her old boyfriend. This is crazy, bruh.
Now, times that times 4. She's only earning $300 a month.
So, I mean, it sounds like he has good intentions. Maybe he really cared about her, obviously enough if he was trying to marry her, where he's trying to put her on, basically, and I do shit like this. But, again, there's something that we haven't heard yet.
That was what I proposed to her when I proposed. After I proposed that to her, I proposed about the ring. And basically, it was like a slap in the face for her to say, I can't because of this.
Was the boyfriend Filipino? Or?
Yeah, he was Filipino. Some dude from the province, had no job, living at home with his mom. And it was perplexing because...
How old was she?
She was about 23, 24.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that sounds about right. Bro, she was 23, Filipino woman in a very low economy country. Yeah, she probably been with that boyfriend since wherever. Yeah, he don't have nothing going on. You're trying to set her up with her own business. Yeah, giving her education and all the material things. But bro, she don't really like you like that, fam. She's using you. And that's it. Like, you should have clocked that from when she said she got a boyfriend. You should have been like, oh, well, then that's it then. It's been nice knowing you, but that's about it. Like, you swimming in the other guy's juices, bro. Like, this is a joke.
And
She's still on that type of time.
It's just perplexing. Her boyfriend didn't have no job, had no income,
And this goes back to what I was saying back in 2024. Number one, I'm going to tell you guys this. If you are dating outside the United States, women in other countries have a lot more game than American chicks. Like, American chicks think that they have game. In my opinion, they have the worst fucking game that there is. They don't know how to lie properly. They're just not good at it, right? But when you go to these other countries, women know how to lie and how to hide certain things. Now, I still don't understand how he didn't notice she had a whole boyfriend and they were living together. Yeah,
because he said that, because she goes to work 10 hours a day. She weren't working no 10 hours, bro. She worked like 8 hours regular shift, all right? And the other 2 hours was spent sucking off the boyfriend. That's what was going on, bro. She easily think she's doing 10-hour shifts. She was doing 6 to 8 hours at the workplace. The rest of the time was at the boyfriend's mum's house. Yeah? Or giving her boyfriend the heady treatment on the bunk bed, bruv. On the bunk bed. Let's go.
The way how men view women in other countries is completely different to the point where, hey, maybe he didn't realize because, you know, in Colombia, they do this same thing where you'll be sleeping with a chick, thinks she's your girl, and the whole time her boyfriend is literally dropping you off to her house so you can smash her. So that could be another thing as well, but I'm just... It goes back to you are just a fetish in most of the times if you go to these countries outside of Africa and outside of Latin America. I've been telling black men for years, if you want to date, if you want to marry, you need to pick somebody from your own race. I'm not part of that Pan-African shit. I'm not on that FBA time. I'm not on none of that. I'm just telling you solely from my experiences, the most trustworthy woman in the least amount of this fetish and they got a whole boyfriend going on is going to be eliminated by you stop trying to date interracially. Most of these women just see you as a play toy. I'm telling you from experience. I remember I dated a chick in Romania and I started feeling the same way, not like I was about to marry her, but I just felt like I wanted to start dating her and seeing her more often, and just told me, oh yeah, no, I just wanted to try a black guy. Saved me a lot of time, but a lot of you guys don't want to listen to what I had to say about going to Africa. So anyway, let me just continue.
Yeah, because a lot of black guys, a lot of black guys have this mad like obsession with interracial dating. Like they want to get away from dating women, black women so much. They so desperately want to do interracial dating, but they don't understand the intricacies of doing that. They don't understand the pitfalls and the traps that come along with that. Yes, you could potentially meet a non-black woman who is nice, decent, doesn't treat you in some weird way or has some weird fetish mindset about it. But on the other side, you could run into a woman who sees you as a fetish, as a toy, or like maybe she's just rebelling against her father or something, some weird stuff, bro. Yeah, or she's just desperate to have a mixed race child. Bro, I've come across women that just want to have a mixed race child. So they're going to have a baby with a black guy, but they don't actually care about the guy. They just want to have the mixed race kid because they think mixed race children look the best. I've come across women like that in real life. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, it is what it is, bro. Like, it is what it is. And then you're going to these countries where the population of black people is like below 1%, right? Where they don't really have no affinity to black culture or black people, and they have serious racial stereotypes against black people there. And then you're going there trying to find the love of your life. I mean, it's possible, but bruh, it's highly unlikely. You know? When you have the whole continent of Africa there, you got the Caribbean islands there, etc. Maybe you do want to get out of the West. I can understand, especially for you American dudes. I can understand why you don't want to. You want to get out of that in that country and find women outside that country. I fully understand, bro. I fully understand, bro. Yeah. But bro, at the same time, you got to make calculated, logical choices. Yeah, you got to put yourself in the best position to win. Yeah, majority of people stick with their own. Majority of women are going to want to stick with men from their own tribe. Let's put it like that. Their own ethnic group. Yeah, their own culture. Majority. I've been saying this for a long time. Some of these women that you will mess with in the younger, like early 20s, etc., bro, they're just gonna mess around with black guys for a little bit, and then eventually they're gonna go back to their own, bro. Like, that's how it is. Like, bro, I've been saying this thing for years, fam. Like, anyway.
Continue.
Living at home with his parents. She's living with me. I'm making breakfast.
Yeah, and so what they'll do is they will literally go find a foreigner, hit you with a love swindle, make you think that you're in love and you're ready to marry them, and she's really just asking you to put her on. And this seems to be happening a lot in the Philippines too.
breakfast, lunch, and dinner. We having nooners. All her whole wardrobe changed because of me. Now, she never asked me for no money, and I never gave her none.
Okay.
But we had a really great, I want to say, relationship because we were intellectuals. We had things to talk about.
Now, was she still trying to continue the relationship once she told you, or you just kind of broke it off?
I broke it off because I was really effed up. I was so effed up because, like, I went to
Okay, well, then I'm
America,
wrong. So you
I
did
got
wanna
you this
break it off.
engagement ring, and it's like, yo, I feel stupid now.
Yeah.
I feel real stupid for going all the way there, presenting her with the opportunity where she could leave her job, quit her job, and really start making some more money and actually earn more money so that we could actually leave the Philippines and do more things in life.
Oh my God. So you wanted to take this Filipino woman from the Philippines, produce a way of her making her own money outside of you. And then what? You was going to bring her back to America. Oh my God, bro. Bruh. You would have ruined, she would have ruined you, bro. Like, this woman would have ruined you. You would have made it, you would have funded her education so that she can now start doing taxes for all your friends. You would have taken her out of the Philippines, where in an environment where it actually facilitated you to date this 23-year-old girl. Because I don't know how old you are, but to me, personally, you don't really look like a Tyrone to me. You look like a kind of average dude. Like, bruh, the fact that she's dating you is because you're in the Philippines. You want to take her out of the Philippines to come to the land of Chad and Tyrone, bro. The land of where there's men that are making way more money than you. And then she's going to be exposed to all these Chads and Tyrones and money man. Like, bro, that would have been the worst thing you could have done. It was always doomed, bro. It was doomed. Like, and then she still would have kept her boyfriend in the Philippines anyway. Oh my God, this is crazy, cuz.
That was my goal. That was my outlook, to basically look towards the future. So I just said, well, since you don't know what you want, we can't continue going on like this. And so that night she moved back.
What do you mean you ended it because she doesn't know what she wants? You should have known what you wanted, my bro. That you don't want to share your woman with some Filipino guy that lives on bunk bed. Like, what do you mean, fam? Like, you were still trying to find a way to make it work. Bruv, it can't work. It was done, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying, fam? Like, guys need to really switch on, bro. Like, it's not that kind of time where you could be Mr. Nice Guy and everything's going to work out, bro. There's a lot of people out here that are ruthless, that will ruin you, bro, and they won't look back. They won't feel no way to do it.
This is part of the reason I don't like dating younger women either. Younger women worldwide are extremely immature and uncertain about a lot of things, which I don't get the hype about dudes saying they want somebody that's 21, 22, when most of the time, if you are 40, 50 years old and you find a chick that's 21, 22, more than likely, and she's on that virgin shit y'all be talking about, and she has not experienced life, eventually she's going to grow to a certain age, around 28, I noticed, and then she'll start hitting with that, oh, I've been trapped, I haven't been able to experience life, and then before you know it, you'll be raising somebody else's kid.
Yeah, that's facts. Like, let's be real, bro. Let's be real. Like, people always say, men don't hit the wall, age like fine wine, women age like milk, hitting the wall, which there is validity to that. But at the same time, if you are like 50, 55, 60-year-old man, and let's say you're just an average guy, like, it's not like you're in tip-top shape, tip-top condition, you look young for your age and you're full of life. If you're just like an average 50-year-old guy, then you go to Thailand or the Philippines, or you go, I don't know, Colombia or Mexico or one of these places, then you start dating some 21-year-old girl. I mean, what do you think, like, is going to happen? Like, this is this is nonsense. This is ridiculous. Like, what do you think's gonna happen, bro? Like, you really think you're gonna ride off into the sunset? You're 50 years old. She's 21. Like, what are you talking about, bro? Like, this is stupid. And just like what Austin said, like, she's going to reach an age of like 28. She's going to realize, bro, I was been trapped with this old guy. This is reality, bro. Like, just be real. All right? If anything, if you're like 50 years old, you should be looking, if you want to date a younger woman, which most men want to date younger women, yeah, okay, 30, maybe 28. Like, do you get what I'm saying? But not 21. That's ridiculous, bro. Like they're not mentally, they're not fully developed. Like, they're adults, but they're not fully mentally developed. They're gonna make stupid decisions. They're definitely gonna cheat on you as well. 100% they're gonna cheat on you. 100%. Like, bro, we live in the age of the internet and Instagram. They're gonna cheat, fam. Simple as that. Anyway.
So I'm not saying you had to get a 40, 50-year-old woman just because you're 40 years old, but a maturity does need to be taken into account to avoid these certain types of things.
Back to her little apartment or whatever, her little room, and I had really nothing more to say to her except, like, what's going on? Did you make a decision yet? And she couldn't make a decision, so I can't sit there and be waiting for someone to make a decision where, once she told me her situation, where like who he was, no job, living at home, how could you have a relationship with someone like this where it's like you got a degree in college?
Because you don't understand the climate there, bro. You don't understand, bro. You're not from there. You didn't grow up there, bro. Like, you don't understand how these people grow up. They're not, bro, people in the West think they know it all. We think we know it all, bro. Like, you didn't grow up in the Philippines. You don't know what she's gone through. You don't know anything, bro. Like, you're asking, how can she want to pick her boyfriend that doesn't have nothing over me, who wants to give her everything? First of all, she probably doesn't actually really like you like that, black guy. Because I can tell you what, I could confidently guess that her boyfriend is not a black guy in the Philippines. He's probably a Filipino guy, bro. And I'm sure he's probably closer to her age as well. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is just the truth. This is reality, bro. Yeah, it could be just a thing of she just naturally attracted to him, bro. That's it. That's it.
You got a job. You're living with someone who's taking care of you full time. Like, if something happened to her, I'm putting my life on the line.
By the way, he said that the chick was 23 years old. He didn't say she was 21. He said that she's 23. But I was just giving the example of, like, if you're a 50 years old man, like, to think that you're going to date a 21-year-old woman is just stupid, in my opinion. Like, that's not real, bro. Like the age gap's too far. I'm sorry, bro. Like, that's mad, bro. Like, that's just my opinion anyway.
To save her, for the simple fact, because I'm thinking, this woman told me, yeah, we have a future together. We talked for like 2 whole months before we moved in together. Well, before she moved in with me. Look at how she misled me, thinking that I was actually having a relationship with someone in a monogamous relationship. I'm under that impression. And with her coming to my condo every day, her routine is just so feminine and like, okay, I'm yours, what are we eating? Oh, you cooked? Okay, great. Or, okay, one day maybe I don't cook. Maybe we'll go out to a restaurant, and just have a nice little meal out and just enjoy each other's company at like...
Hold on, and you used to cook for her, bro. So this guy, he used to cook for her. So let me get this straight, my guy. And I don't know how old you are, yeah, but I know you're from America. I know that. And I know you're not a spring chicken, bro. So you left America. You went all the way to the Philippines, basically the other side of the world, cuz. Yeah, that's not a quick trip. I know that. That's not a quick flight, bro. That, yeah. You went all the way there. You met some 23-year-old Filipino chick. Yeah. Then you basically moved her into your apartment. She had a boyfriend the whole time. Yeah. And you was cooking for her as well. That's violation, bruv. Bro, like you literally, you duped yourself, bro. Like, you duped yourself into thinking, like, you gotta really seriously think, like sometimes guys need to really look in the mirror and have an honest look in the mirror, cuz, like, is this union real? Does this make sense? Does this girl really want me? Like, if I wasn't offering her a different life and buying the whole of H&M department store for her, would she want to be with me? Is she getting some kind of incentive outside of being with me? Is there some kind of incentive for her? Am I getting played? This guy is a sucker for love. He met this 23-year-old Filipina chick, and he just thought he was living this fairy tale. Like, and it's unrealistic, bruh. And that's why he fell into this problem.
You know, a bar or something like that. Hear some music, hear karaoke. So we were having just a normal lifestyle. You know, in the weekends, she would go to the province because, you know, that's where her family's at. And I didn't know that's where he was at.
See? She was telling you that she was going to see her mum and her little brother and niece and nephew, but really, she was going to see her boyfriend on the weekends, bro. That's what I said. Didn't I say that earlier, bro?
Okay. Now, do you still think that, you know, dating in the Philippines?
So this is something I also noticed in Kenya. I haven't experienced it personally, but it sounds like whenever women in Kenya date, they will tell you that they don't have kids, but whenever they go back to visit their family in the province or in the village in Africa, they actually do have their parents raising their kids. And they're just swindling you to think that they aren't ran through and have baby daddies and shit like that. Go look up the single mother rate in Kenya. Let's take a break from the video for a second. Did you guys know that I provide resources in education?
Come on, Austin. I'm not trying to hear this stuff. I'm not trying to hear about what you're offering, bruv. Get out of it. And yo, for anyone who doesn't know, yeah, I'm gonna be streaming the Pop the Balloon reaction on Kick. So make sure you follow me on Kick. The link is right here. Kick.com/King Richez. That's the link. Big up to the guys watching me on Kick already, because I'm multi-streaming. Big up Rover Cop, Daniel, Omar, Mike. Big up to you guys watching on Kick. There's a few of you lot over there already, so big up to you lot. Let's get back into this.
All the same.
I'm going to say this. Dating in the Philippines has made me not want to trust women at all. Because the level of excuses and lies that they feel are justifiable. They feel, okay, it's okay for me to tell a little lie. For no reason. They don't feel any compunction for misleading people because they feel it was the right thing to do. And I'm like, why do you think that? Why do you think telling me, you know, this little lie, whether it be big, small, little, you still misled me. You still told me something that you knew was not factual.
Because they don't love you, bro. They don't love you. That's why. You want to be in love so bad. You're sucker for love, bro. And then they lie to you, and now you don't trust no woman ever. Bro, you shouldn't trust your judgment in women. That's what you shouldn't trust, fam.
Just to what? Manipulate me or benefit from it?
Now, were you dating previously to her, different women in the Philippines?
No.
Okay. So how long had you been in the Philippines before you met her?
I was there before I met her 1 month.
Okay.
Yeah, I didn't stay in the Philippines for no more than 6 months. Okay. So when I landed, I got familiarized with my area, and that was how I met her. You know, like going to the mall.
Do you think the overall demeanor of the women there is just a little bit more feminine.
I agree. It is feminine, but is it a sincere? Is it sincere femininity? Is it sincere where these women could be cosplaying for a moment in time just to say, okay, I know that I may have this going on, but I'm not going to let you, I'm going to lead you on to think something different. I'm not saying that there isn't any good women there. It's just like any, place. There's unicorns everywhere. You just got to find them.
Yeah, but the thing is if you're a stupid guy in your home, you're going to be a stupid guy abroad as well. If you have no experience with women at home, you're not going to have no experience abroad as well. That's what it actually boils down to, my bro. Do you get what I'm saying? And listen, I'm going to come back in 1 second, bruv. I really burst in to use the toilet. So you lot keep the conversation going. I'll be back in 1 second, bruv. Yeah, and I'm back. Let's jump into it, man. Let's go. I feel so much better. So much better. Let's jump back into it.
Exception to every rule. It's just that I was misled by a YouTuber. His name was the Black Filipino. Yes, the Black Filipino misled me. He's from Queens, New York.
Right.
I was in the Dominican Republic. living there for 2 years. And I was watching his channel for a long time, and he kept saying, Filipinas love foreigners. Now, when you keep hearing Filipinas love foreigners, he's not saying who. He's just saying foreigners. And as I'm hearing him say this, and I'm seeing a few relationships, come into fruition on his channel, I'm like, that can maybe be me. So as I
think he's about to bring up race in this. Let's see.
Up my life and I leave the Dominican Republic thinking that, okay, you know what? Maybe things are better in the Philippines. I was completely and utterly stunned as I walked around Cebu watching these 60 and 70-year-old white dudes.
And that's exactly the point that I just had a feeling that was about to happen.
Yes, of course it's gonna happen, bro. Because you're a black guy and you're going to East Asia. What did you think? Bro, I've got a friend of mine who actually just came back from the Philippines. Yeah? Young white guy, yeah? He does modeling, he does acting. All right? And he came back and guess what he told me? He told me if you're a white guy and you're somewhat in shape or whatever, you're like a celebrity in the Philippines, bro. You can literally have threesomes, foursomes, do whatever you like. The girls are going to throw themselves at you if you're a white guy. He said it straightforward like that, bro. Like why? So this guy here on the screen, he left the DR, which was probably more accommodating for black guys. The women there are going to be more welcoming of black men. You left the DR, which personally, the women in the Dominican Republic are going to be more attractive in my preference than Filipino women. But you left there to go to the Philippines bruh, everybody knows that Asian women love white guys. Everybody knows that, fam. What, did you think you was going to be the exception with your Pirates of the Caribbean bandana on, bro? You thought you was going to be Captain Jack Sparrow, black version, in the Philippines, and you was going to get all the girls. No, bruv. Blockage.
And I told you guys, 2 years ago, when I was in Spain and Brazil and Portugal, your best bet as a black man is to stop fucking going to countries where black people are not the only race or the majority race or heavily dominant. That's why places like Cali, Colombia, Salvador Bahia are places that I loved when it came to specific for dating. But overall, your best bet, and we could even say Lisbon, Portugal, your best bet is going to be in Africa. I've been saying this shit like a broken record for years. If you go to Latin America, you got to deal with this similar issue of white worship where you think you're doing something. And
that's why all these videos where, they're showing Colombia and all of these Cartagena and Medellin and blah, blah, blah. Yes, you are going to get play. A lot of them women, though, are selling box. A lot of those women that you see with these black guys on these YouTube videos, they're selling box. And they know that these guys are willing to pay. And they're actually making the tourists pay more than they would actually sell their box for to locals. Like, bruh, like Africa is such a huge continent, bro. There's different types of people there, like different types of women there. But you want to go to countries which don't really respect or look at black people as attractive. Like, let's be real. Let's be honest about it. Bruv, but, do your thing, innit? Like, do your thing.
And again, there's been times I was out hanging out with my white friends in Manaus and in Paraguay and in Sao Paulo, and the fucking waiter was only mean mugging me when it was time to take my order. And there's been times that I was literally talking to women, and they were literally looking at my white friend as if I was not saying anything, and he wasn't saying anything. They were supposed to be listening to me, but they're literally looking like dogs are watching him hold a bone or something. All their attention is there. And I said, I'm not dealing with that shit. You go to Europe, you go to Eastern Europe, you can run the risk of your ass getting killed or just being a science experiment for some woman to test out the BBC, right? And then the same thing here in Southeast Asia or Asia in general. I'm not saying that they don't.
Who remembers when I did the story long time ago, reaction video to the black guy by the name of Bakari Henderson? See, I remember that guy's name clear. They deleted the black guy, bro. Why? Because of women. Because the local men were angry that I guess he spoke to some women or whatever like that. Probably the women showed him a little bit of flirting or whatever. The men, they deleted the boy, bruv. I can't even remember what country that was. But, fam, this is a real thing. Like, you think that you can just go to any of these countries where they don't really have no black people there. You think you're just going to go there and sleep with all their women and you think that it's going to be easy and normal. Like, bro, no, fam. You need to really think logically and sensibly, bro.
You can't find somebody to have a relationship with, but more than likely you're just a fucking experiment. And some dudes are like, oh, well, I don't have a problem being a fetish. Yeah, dudes that don't get pussy say that because they've never had no pussy, so they don't mind getting access to it for one time and having a thrill. But for somebody like me, you know, I want to have something, which I do because I know Z is watching this. I want to have something that is genuine where I don't have to think of that type of shit. I don't want to walk into a restaurant somewhere in Romania and now I'm getting chased out the restaurant by 10 Romanian dudes, because we can't say this is far-fetched because that type of shit happens in Eastern Europe when black men try to date white women, okay?
Them kind of countries, bro, like, you got to remember, the law is different there as well. Like, the whole system in these places is different. It's not like the UK. It's not like you're in London or you're in Miami or you're in one of these places. No, fam, you're in a completely different system, bro. Like, the law is not really trying to help you, Mr. Black guy. It's not. So these men over there, they're not going to feel no way. You do anything, you put a step wrong, or even if you're out with a woman that they don't want you to be out with, bro, you're running a risk. You're outnumbered, bro. Like, do you get what I'm saying? Like, it's real like that. It's real like that. Anyway.
It's not a normal thing for that to happen there, okay? And those dudes are not happy with that. They don't have the same culture as Western Europe. Yeah. You don't believe me? You guys know one of my good friends, good friends. I'd even say my best friend, Kid Greatest, was in Czech Republic, I believe he said it was. And a chick waved at him through the coffee shop. He didn't go in the coffee shop and say that. He just waved back and smiled. And 8 of these dudes came out the restaurant and chased him down the street.
Wow.
Okay? And that type of stuff is not happening in Namibia. That type of stuff is not happening in Kenya. Yes, you have dudes that'll be jealous, that'll be saying shit, but for the most part, you're gonna do more blending in than standing out. Yes, we look different than Africans, yes, but you're gonna do more blending in than standing out. It is not considered, as much as the FBAs like to say, a black American having a baby with a Nigerian or a Kenyan is not interracial dating. Anybody that thinks it's interracial dating is a fucking idiot.
Yeah, anyone that says that is an absolute idiot, bro. And I'm gonna do a live stream about all this tethers and tethers and all this. I've been thinking about doing this live stream for ages, bro. So, and that's definitely gonna be some kick content right there. Do you get what I'm saying? But yeah, that's not in. How could that be interracial? That doesn't that don't even make sense, bro. But the fact of the matter is if you are a black Brit or a black American and you go to any country in Africa, you're going to blend in more than if you go to the friggin' Philippines, bro. You're going to blend in more than if you go to the Philippines. Or you go to Russia. Or you go to Czech Republic. Or you go to Ukraine or Sweden or any, bro, like like this should be obvious. Yeah. But again, so many black guys, they're so hyper focused. I want to do interracial dating. Go on then. Let's see how that works out, cuz. And I'm not saying it will definitely fail, but I'm just saying, bro, that there's a lot of things to think about. There's a lot of factors that come into it. It's not straightforward. It's not just black and white. It's not like that, bro. There's a lot of gray areas.
I'm sorry. But when you go to certain countries, interracial dating is not preferred. If it was preferred, Thailand would be a mixed country. It would be a lot of Blasian folks running around here. It would look like Namibia. If it was preferred, Romania wouldn't be mostly white. This shit is not hard to understand. But I'm glad that this guy understood that once you get there, a lot of this shit is bullshit. Now, again, some people will say, well, in Africa, Austin, they worship the white man. No, the fuck they don't. When you guys are bringing up African women worshiping white men, you guys are usually showing women that don't have access to clean water, electricity, or access to a damn school. You're usually showing women that are in a village somewhere. Now, do they excuse some behaviors that white men do, and that if we do it, yeah, that is true. You guys see with the whole Russian guy that was having sex with women on camera,
but that happens in the Western countries as well. So, like, when a lot of black people in the West start talking crap about Africans, I just switch off because I know it's out of ignorance, and it's usually people that haven't left their country, haven't gone anywhere, bro. To be fair with you, yeah, it's people that haven't been anywhere. They don't have no real experience with the people they're talking about. They're just saying some negative rhetoric because they got xenophobic views. That's what it boils down to. Yeah. And a lot of this white, quote unquote, white worship, white men getting allowances where black men don't get allowances. It happens in the West as well. It happens in America. It happens in the UK as well. So, like, all of this is just, bruh, it's just talk. Anyway.
That's the outrage for that shit lasted a day, if that. And then they were making excuses. Oh, it was even dumb black Americans in the comments. Oh, well, they had on meta glasses. And then later we find out a video comes out of the girl that was in one of the videos saying that she knew she was being recorded. She even wore the meta glasses herself. Now nobody has nothing to say. But again, I keep telling you guys, your best bet is going to be to go to. Actually, I'm going to stop telling y'all. Stay in Asia and keep going to Argentina. And I love Argentina, but not for dating. But
Argentina, you know, oh my God. That if there's one place I know that I've done research and I've heard a lot of men say this, if you're a black guy, you probably don't want to go Argentina. Actually, fuck that. If you're a black person, black man, black woman, you probably don't want to go Argentina, bro. That is not a place where they welcome black people, bro. Yeah, people that's a little known fact. People don't really talk about that, but I'm gonna say it because it's true. No, they don't really like black people over there in that Argentina, bro. That's somewhere I know I'm definitely never gonna go, bro. Like, that's that. Do you get what I'm saying? Like again, what Austin says is true. Like, it's in the best interest of majority of black people to date other black people, or at the very least mixed people that are mixed with black and that respect their black heritage as well. Do you get what I'm saying? Like all these black guys are so desperate. They want to get Thailand and Philippines, and they want to get a Filipina woman and that. And listen, again, I'm not telling you lot what to do. I'm not saying that it's impossible and that you can't find a decent woman out there, or Colombian woman, or Mexican, or whatever. I'm not saying any of that stuff. Or maybe even the Eastern European woman. Yeah. In fact, to be honest, in the UK, there's a lot of black guys that are with Eastern European women, and the women treat the men nicely and all of that. Yeah, I've come across Eastern European like in my own adventures, and they've been all right. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, but I mean, you go into their land, you traveling from wherever you're coming from to go to their land, bruh, good luck. That's all I'm gonna say. Good luck, fam. Good luck.
Keep going to these places where you have these unnecessary issues, and just watch my videos. Yeah, I'm done convincing. You can just watch from now
on. With these 20-year-old Filipinas, and I'm like, okay, it's not uncommon, you know, they were here first, but I don't really see any like black guys walking around And I just started observing, like, okay, I don't really see any black guys. I found one here, one maybe there, but they were older guys with Filipinas that weren't as attractive.
I fucking said this.
God.
I'm glad this video is being made. I think I've already listened to the majority that I need.
Bro, and I've said all of these things as well, bro. I said, listen to what the guy just said. He said, in the Philippines, he sees loads of old white dudes and they're with young Filipino women, good looking young Filipino women, yeah. But he doesn't really see many black guys there. Surprise, surprise, because you're in East Asia, yeah. Then when you did see black guys there, they were older black guys and they were with women that weren't very attractive. Why am I not surprised? Why am I not surprised by that? Like, it's just, this is reality, cuz.
To listen to. I told you guys in 2024, white men get the best women in these countries or these regions of the world that I was talking about, Southeast Asia, Europe, and Latin America. White men get the pick of the litter because white men colonize the world and they have extreme white worship.
Yeah.
Okay, and a lot. If you go to Thailand, you can.
And it's not about black guys being crap or that because we're shit or we're ugly or it's not nothing to do with that, bro. It's conditioning, bro. Just like Austin said, that like the colonization of all these countries and the propaganda and the programming, the centuries of programming. And the stereotypes and the propaganda against black people in general and black men in particular. Bro, what did you expect, fam? Now, there's some countries that are going to be more lenient or more welcoming than others, but really and truly, it's not all fair and square. And that's just the reality. And once you understand that, you accept that, now you can maneuver and make steps in the right directions. You get what I'm saying? You can make good decisions and good choices. And that's it.
Fine. I remember the first time I went to Thailand, I tried to put on lotion. I bought some lotion. And I was like, what is all this white residue that's left on my arm after I wear it? Turns out it's fucking skin bleaching cream. That's how bad they want to be white. You have women in Latin America that literally have said that they feel like they need a white baby to better their bloodline.
Wow.
And then, of course, in Europe, I mean, they're white, so they're going to prefer white anyway. So, again, if you guys have been to Africa, you know that the ceiling is non-existent with a lot of things, with how much money you can make in Africa and who you can date in Africa. You can date the prettiest women in Africa. I forgot who it was that just married. It was an Ethiopian woman. It was a black American and she was in the government or something like that, or she was a prime minister's son or something. It was something like that. That type of shit is not happening in Asia and Eastern Europe.
Oh, hell no.
Okay? You don't have access to that same privilege there. But
like you as a black guy, like this guy on the screen, this Captain Jack Sparrow with black version with his bandana, yeah? There was no way you was going to go to the Philippines and then marry the best looking Filipina woman in government woman, bro. Like that was not gonna happen, bro. It weren't gonna happen, bro. And this is the point that Austin's making. Like, and black guys need to just understand what's going on and make better decisions and stop walking around acting like suckers, bro. Like, I'm sorry, it's just a joke. And everybody follow me on Kick. I say it again.
Africa, you do, because we look alike and we're not that much different. It's not interracial dating. But anyway, let me know what you guys thought about that. I'm still...
Yeah, big up to you, man. Big up to you. That was a good one. Hey, listen up. So now we're here. We're here at the Pop the Balloon piece. Yeah? So... this guy's got red hair, bruv. But yeah, we're at the Pop the Balloon piece. And what does that mean, guys? That means I'm moving to Kick. That's what it means, bro. Man's going to Kick. So, For all you guys that want to see the pop the balloon or find love reactions, you're going to have to go to Kick, my guy. You're going to have to join me on Kick. Simples. You're going to have to go and follow me on Kick right now, bruv. Yeah. That's the only way you're going to see these reactions, bro. That's how it goes, fam. All right? Everybody in Kick, send me some emojis, bro. Send me some emojis right now. Tell these guys to come join us on Kick, because that's where I'm going, yeah? But I think that this was a good little reaction, to be fair. I think this was a good little reaction. Still. Hold on, let me check something quickly. I might have something a little bit more for YouTube. Oh, actually, you know what? Before I exclude YouTube out. Oh, this is so fitting. Oh my god, bro. You guys, you gotta look at this first. Before I kick you lot out, I gotta show you lot this. Yeah? I'm giving you lot time to go and follow me on Kick, so I can start my Pop the Balloon or Find Love reaction videos, yeah? But this video here is absolutely crazy. Saw this today. And the title reads, Houston police officer revealed off duty after anti-black racist rant video she sent to friends goes viral, bro. Houston police officer relieved of duty after anti-black racist rant video she sent to her friends goes viral. The Houston Police Department identified the officer as Ashley Gonzalez, a 2024 Academy graduate and former Marine who was assigned to the South Gesnar Patrol Division. In the leaked video, Gonzalez is seen in a patrol car using the N-word repeatedly while making anti-black comments. HPD immediately relieved her of duty, required her to turn in her badge, and launched an internal investigation. She remains technically employed but is barred from any police work while the probe continues, with daily checks to ensure she stays home. Once the investigation concludes, she will either be reinstated or fired, and if terminated, she will be ineligible for rehire within the department. And this is the type of non-black woman that a lot of these black guys are chasing after and thirsting after. Yeah, Ashley Gonzalez. Yeah, this is a Latina woman. A lot of you black guys, you're thirsty for Latina, bro. Listen to how this one is talking about black people.
Amount of times that I will always and forever say that I fucking hate niggers. Oh my god, I fucking hate niggers. Like, I hate y'all. Like, you, like, I don't oh, we were slaves this entire, I don't give a but like, for a reason you guys were slaves. You guys don't know anything better than to steal. Like, oh my god. Like, I was literally eating food with my friend. He had his, oh my god, like, I don't know, por Dios, por gracias de Dios, I had my wallet next to me, like my whole purse, and those like that little small shit decided not to steal my wallet. Oh my god, I would have grabbed my heel and like whoop the out of that nigga's ass. But like, whatever, right? But
listen to how this thing is talking, bro. This fat face thing is talking, looking like she's missing teeth. And I guarantee there'll be black guys that'll be, simping for this thing. Listen to how she's talking, bro. And I told you, in recent times, like, that there's this anti-black sentiment that is really rising these days. A lot of non-black people, yes, the women as well, a lot of them are racist these days, bro. Like, you have to be very careful. That's why all you black guys, you act all stupid, goo goo gaga, chasing after non-black women, bro. Like, you're embarrassing, bro, because a lot of these non-black women, they don't even look at you as human, bro. And that's it. I'm not saying all are like that, but some of them are like this woman here.
No or nothing. Y'all don't know how good it felt to say like out loud. Like goddamn. Like oh my god, I felt like I was back in the Marine Corps. Like I kid you not. I don't know what the fuck came over me. I grabbed that by the neck and I was like, "Come here, you fucking." And oh my god, like I felt like the world just stopped. Like it was just peace. Like I don't know. And then
she said it felt so good for her to say the N-word, and then she felt at peace. It made her feel so good. And she grabbed a black person and called them the N-word, and it made her feel so good to do that. This is a very hateful, evil woman, bro. This absolutely disgusting. But I know some of you black guys, you still be simping. Still be simping for this.
it's just like even I in my head I was like, damn, te pasaste, because I called him a f***ing dog. Like imagine if the downtown were there, they could have beaten my ass. And then he like stops like, you did not just call me a f***ing. I was like, you're a. I was like, oh my god, like you're a f***ing and I called you a. Like world peace. And I was like, what the are you gonna possibly say? Like, are you gonna call 911 because I called you a f***ing? No, right? Oh my god, I don't know. This didn't record, but it was like I'm kind of glad it didn't record because it was like me expressing how much I f***ing hated black people after this. Like, dog, like
this is just hate. This is pure hate. This is the true nature, bro. And again, there is a lot of people like this. Do never ever get it twisted. There's people you come across in your real life. People that you live next door to. Some of your neighbors are like this. People that you work with are like this. But they know how to hide it when they have to. But look, when she feels that she's safe, this is how she's talking, bro. And a lot of people, they seem to think, oh, women are not like that. Oh no, it's just the white guys that are like that. No, fam. The women are like that too, fam. And big up to everybody that's following me on Kick right now. I see you guys. Yeah. I see you guys. We're gonna have our Kick stream soon, right after this.
Like, let me get a f***ing black person on a 911 call tomorrow, especially. You're going to f***ing jail. I don't give a f***. You're getting treated like a bunch of f***ing shit. The amount of times that I will always and forever say that I fucking hate oh my god, I fucking hate like I hate y'all. Like you, like I don't. Oh, we were slaves this entire. I don't give a. But like for a reason, you guys were slaves. You guys,
bruh.
Don't.
This thing said she don't care that we were slaves or you were slaves, and she doesn't give a crap. There's a reason why you were slaves. This is a very evil woman, bro. Very, very dark, demonic, evil woman, bro. For no reason. Very, very disgusting. And I guarantee the black guys, I guarantee there's still black guys who'll probably still try and holler at this woman. This is how embarrassing a lot of black guys are outside. Yeah. But, like, look at that. That's what I'm saying. You got to be careful, bro. You got to be careful, man. If you do any kind of interracial, dealing with non-black women as a black guy, you got to be careful just in general, bro. In my opinion, you just got to be careful in general, bro. Because you don't know what their true intentions are. Yeah? You think you're having a normal conversation with them, the next minute, now you're getting done for harassment. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, you got to be... Yeah, even the ones that you're sleeping with, you got to be careful as well. The next thing, they'll call feds on you. You're getting nicked. Yeah, she was helping you bust nuts. Now she's helping you into the cell, bro. Am I saying all non-black women are like that? No, of course not. But I'm saying as a black guy, you need to understand we play a different game to everybody else. Just be smart, man. Just be smart. Anyway, so like, boom. I'm gonna move over to Kick now. So you guys, yeah, please go to Kick, King Richez on Kick. You're gonna see me do the reaction to the Pop the Balloon or Find Love UK stuff, yeah, and that's gonna be hilarious. So yeah, YouTube, it's been real. All right, I'm gonna end the stream now. So you lot, take care of yourselves. And Kick,